Hello, DayZ World. I'm the Greedy Peasant, and welcome to the Peasant Podcast. Get comfortable as we sit by the fire and chat everything DayZ. We are live from the TPP minigame server with the podcast team. TikTok creator Smiley's Got a Gun, long-term DayZ console player adkcue, and chat controller and security Queen Peasant. Of course, we have the DayZ community here as well. Here at TPP, we want to hear what you have to say, so drop your thoughts and your opinions in chat. This podcast gives the voice to the DayZ console people, so welcome everybody to the Peasants Podcast. Alrighty, welcome everybody to the stream. I hope you have an absolutely lovely weekend. We are diving into the Peasants Podcast, and God, we have lots to talk about. We have people busted at the chops to absolutely unload. We didn't arrive last week because of the outage. Last Sunday, I woke up to the console servers being completely down, and then the following of 6 days of no console servers. So we do apologise that we weren't live last week, but we are back. We want to discuss that heavily. We have an absolutely wicked special guest, Xbox Twitch streamer NinjaNec. Welcome, Ninja, to the podcast, bud. How you going?
Just gonna do a quick shout out.
And also we got our resident thug, Mr. Q in the house. Hello, Mr. Q.
How are we? Good to be back.
Good.
Church last week, it didn't seem right.
No, didn't it? I had to do my own self-praying and go cry in the corner.
Right, sat there rocking, didn't know what to do with myself.
No,
Majority of the day.
just held a controller for 2 hours. You know, the usual run through. Yeah, Mr. Ninja was he's sorting out his stream. He's live currently now on Twitch. If you want to see the other side of the podcast, you can do very easily. We'll give a little shout out. I'm sure that's it there. Oh, no, not when you do the wrong stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome us all to the podcast. We're going to kick it off. We have the Dark Gnome in the house. We have Very Silent Bob, Mr. Gaz, Lady Ponce, the Queen, adkcue, a whole bunch of ratbag peasants waiting to froth at the mouth. Ooh, it's Astica 4. Welcome. Download the Chinaris Reforger for it was empty. Oh, Mr. Very Silent Bob, he's our resident scientist. He's out currently testing Armour Reforged, so we'll probably get some feedback from him. Ninja, how you going? You going well?
No, I'm doing well.
Well, welcome to the podcast.
Got off the... Yeah, thank you for having me.
We are going to dive firstly into some updated news and servers. So I haven't got the little promo for it yet, but there is another adventure into the no base building servers with a server called 6. The creator for it, or the owner, Mr. Brandon, has rebirthed the 8 legacy and made a vanilla no base building Livonia server. I was watching, who was I watching play it? I think it was Reno yesterday play it. It's got a bit of popularity under it, so that's pretty cool. But yes, it's good to see that no base building server dream is still can't be killed. I suppose that's the best way to put it. Where are we? So Spaz from the Zone, he's got his February update out. They're into winter season, snow added to northern regions. The zone is basically no rules, no admins, no hope, no escape. Savage server. Runs on a different variety of stamina settings and is all about the stealth side of DayZ rather than the run and gun. So, loose ammo has been changed from where they were to now heavily into weapons. Magazine spawns have updated, food balance, container loot, punch card rooms updated, more zombies added to the Northern Wilds, another banished ritual site, a slight increase in pox cures. We're going to jump on it over the next couple of weeks with the owner, and actually he's going to give us a side-by-side run-through of what the server's about. So we've had a crack at it once, and they had radiation zones and all sorts of things. So he does some absolutely fantastic things when it comes to his servers. So definitely go check it out. That's the zone. He's consistently updating the community, which is what we like. We like plenty of updates in the community. We are going to toot our own horn, as you would expect from the peasant. We released something new to the DayZ community that we've been working on. It's a little promo that we have for
Welcome
it.
contestants to Escape the Hunger, a dayzxbox community server inspired by Escape from Tarkov and the Hunger Games, once a week in the middle of the map. The loot zone will spawn every weapon, clothing items, and supplies required for survival and quality of life. Contestants must risk their gear and their life to obtain it and extract it back to their stash from the loot zone. On the map are 4 large custom cities for contestants to stash their goods. Do what you will with the cities. Create a safe zone for other players. Use it as a headquarters and harvest the loot zone and rule the lands with an iron fist. The choice is yours on how you survive, but you'll never escape the hunger. Opening this weekend with the first loot drop. Check the Discord for more details.
All right, that's the peasant the peasant's self-plug.
It's been an enjoyable server. I jumped on this morning and had a good run through the loot fields. Got myself all nicely geared.
Ooh. Yeah, I've got to go before it all shuts down. So it's a Escape from Tarkov style Hunger Games, loot spawns in the middle of the map for 24 hours, and then that's it. The rest of the time you have to dig in and survive. So server's currently not too bad with population. It's about 6 or 7 people. And the loot will shut down in the next less than 4 hours. So I know where I'm going to be after this. But yeah, yes, it would be nice to sit by a fire in the sky. This is our Peasant Podcast studio on TPP Minigames. This is an extension of how console servers can be with the portal system. Mr. Victory Spam in the house. PSN finally back up. Oh, we're going to dive into that. But first of all, we want to talk about our guest. Ninja is a Twitch streamer focusing on DayZ, and he plays a couple of other games too. I believe Fortnite is one of his staples. Been cracking on for a little while now. Worked his way up to affiliation and above 100 streamers. But we want to know a little bit more about you, Ninja. Firstly, how old are you, and what do you do in the outside world?
Yeah, as I said, thank you for having me. I am currently 33 years old, almost 34. And at the time, I don't actually have a job. I'm staying home with the kids.
Nice, stay-at-home dad, my dream job.
Yeah, spending some time with my hobby, building it up slowly, letting it take its time. Um, didn't expect to become a affiliated streamer actually. It's my lovely wife who pushed me to it, so then it just exploded, and here I am today.
That's that's sometimes the important thing. Stability and the support at home really helps with, um, building those streams and continuing this hobby. This does take quite a lot of time out of the real world. I myself have had my queen side by side with me for the last 5 years, supporting me, and I don't think I could do it with it. Couldn't have done it without her support. Um, but that's cool that you can spend time with the kids and um, fulfill your hobbies and dreams and try and earn a bit of coin from the back end. So how long have you been streaming for? When did you kick off?
Oh, I actually started streaming just itty bitties here and there like 2, 3 years ago,
Yep.
but it didn't catch on. And then I met Bryce Cold about 4 months ago, I think, and we talked here and there, and the interest grew. So about 3 months, I believe, 3 months,
Very nice.
something like that. Yep.
Yeah, nice,
So
nice.
it's brand spanking new, so to speak.
Yep, took a fresh look out of it, got a little bit of help and support, and then um, got it full time, I guess. So, what content do you like to capture? What do you like to? What type of content do you like to stream?
Um, what type of content? Well,
Yeah, do you prefer the
that's
survival aspects of DayZ? Do you like the PvP aspects, role play? Um,
I'm kind of leading more towards survival.
yep,
I like running around in the woods, um, hunting for food, and not just running into a town, killing zombies, finding loads of cans of spaghettis and stuff. I like to hunt my prey.
Oh, you like the
That's
hunt inside. Any particular servers that you diving into at the moment to fulfill those desires for survival?
you have Pete's One Life server, and you have Brandon's Six server, and a couple of official servers here and there.
Yep,
Um,
really traumatizing yourself with One Life.
oh yeah,
Went to Chinoris.
oh yeah. Um, I go for Shinoris over Sakal,
Yep,
and I do love the winter side. So yeah, Winter Shinoris is amazing. I do prefer Livonia. In my personal opinion, that's the best map. Uh, Not the most popular, but the it's very well made. I like all the bushes you can hide in. Love the vegetation. The a somewhat smaller map.
bit more frequency
Doesn't
of
take like an hour.
interaction.
Yeah, it doesn't take you an hour to walk from one bush to another. So
Now, I'm a big fan of Livonia myself. Um,
yeah,
I like the different aspects of the cityscape in the north, and then the more bushland in the south. Just personal opinions there.
yeah, yeah, totally agree.
So apart from Mr. Bryce Gold kicking you in the butt and saying, "Hey, get back on," was there any motivation for what was the initial motivation for clicking that go live?
Um, well, not to dive too deep into the traumatized side of my life. Uh, I come from a few years of depression,
Yep.
and I I tend to lean towards the gaming to like get my own personal space, if you can call it like that. And my wife and Bryce has been a huge support to me, pushing me to repair myself, get better, and the sport grew, and I grew as a person, and I became happier and happier for every day.
You know what? That's we hear that quite often in the gaming community, especially when we talk to guests and we talk to players about how mental health and gaming go hand in hand. And sometimes when it's hard to get out in the world and you're sitting behind a mic, behind like we are now, digital characters, you can drop your guards a little bit and get some shit off your chest and really meet some really top people out there who are generally want to just chat and talk and get to know people online. So, you know, I always say that a good set of gaming always helps the mental health side. Whether it be stress, you can go out there in a death match and destroy people and not hurt anyone. You can get into some of the most toxic servers and yell and scream and let it all out that way. And in DayZ, no one's going to really blink an eye.
Oh yeah.
But it is very common that we find mental health and gaming going into hand in hand. Whether it's good mental health, whether it's bad mental health, it varies. But no, that's definitely a good thing that you're progressing yourself and moving yourself forward. Moving back into the DayZ, what have you found the hardest part about streaming DayZ?
Oh jeez. The lag.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I'm still rocking the good old Xbox One S,
Yep.
and I don't have fiber yet, so
Oh,
I have some struggles
yeah,
keeping up with everyone.
that's tough.
Um, yeah, tell me about it.
It's like playing DayZ when it was in preview.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah. Um, if you talk about strictly DayZ, I think the most difficult for me is that I really don't like the full-on PvP Warzone kind of content.
Yep.
I'm more of a run around in the woods, hunting animals, and yeah, that's not very attractive to the streaming community. Um, it attracts a specific kind of viewer, I
Yes.
believe.
Yes. No, you are
So,
100% correct.
so it's flirting with the edge of look at the numbers and don't look at the numbers. Just having fun, but at the same time, I want to grow as a streamer. So that that's the hard part.
Yep.
I want to
Finding the
do
balance.
what, yeah, I want to find a balance. I want to do what's fun for me, but at the same time, I want to do something fun for my viewers, keep them interested. And running around counting trees isn't that interesting. So I run into a town once in a while and release some havoc. So yeah,
No, that's
the hard.
you do make a very good point between wanting to stream stuff and jumping on the, I suppose, the bandwagon and streaming the mainstream stuff to try and boost numbers and stuff. It is a very difficult genre of DayZ to actually portray. It's very well known as a PvP game. It's not very well known as a hardcore survival game. But yeah, I like that. Running around counting trees. I'm a fan of hardcore, so I understand what you mean. How many fires can I have in an hour?
Yeah, something like that.
So what goal are you chasing now? You've got your affiliate. Where are we looking for Ninja over 2025?
Since I became affiliate, my first goal was set and completed. So the second step is to make enough money to pay off my Game Pass. Uh, sort of like get enough money to stay on the plus side.
Yeah, self-fund it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't aim to be a millionaire, not yet, anyways. I don't spend like crazy amount of money buying a laptop, buying a brand new Xbox, buying this, buying that. Um, I make do with what I got. I mean, my Xbox is very old,
Yep.
but it still works. I can still play. My laptop is even older. It it works for my Twitch dashboard. I just got a webcam in an early birthday present, so now I have a webcam.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Nice,
now you can
nice.
see
Just
my ugly face.
slowly building the pieces. And as
Yeah.
small
Yeah.
streamers, you have to take your time with it. It took me a very, very long time to build up the tools that I have now, because I always thought I wanted to keep it as a hobby. I didn't want to have to chase money.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to hit the go live button and know that if no one turns up or a million people turned up, it didn't affect how I streamed.
Yeah.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
It's a
get out there and
hobby, not a
subscribe him.
company.
Let's get this man a new Xbox. Let's get him some better fiber. Let him grow and let him move and let him, generate himself in the world. But at least grant him the ability to have a new Xbox so he knows what DayZ is really like without the lag.
Oh, I tell
Oh
you,
yeah.
I feel for you because I remember the days of the old Xbox, and it is tough when you're playing a modded server, especially if you're not running fiber as well. My God, I feel for you.
Yeah.
I don't have a steady line either. It's a 5G internet. So it's
Oh
a
wow.
mobile network.
Oh damn. It's brutal,
Yeah. So
and that's a key point I want to put into that. You're looking how rough the stream is, stuff like that. Yet you made it to affiliate. Yet you have got a following. It shows that when it comes down to streaming, it's not just about the content. It's just not about the stream. It's about the streamer themselves. It's about how the community is I suppose brought to life. I think those things are very much missed when people come streamers. That they forget that it is the person, the personality themselves. Big shout out to you, bud, 100%. Doing it rough on the Twitch side and still pushing, the limits that some people struggle to even get. Mr. Brandon coming in and dropping some beauties. We were just talking about your server, Mister. So, what are your thoughts on the state of the game? What do you like? What do you dislike? What's
the state of the game. For me, no. I love this game. This is an awesome game. And the fact that it's so old, it's it just shows how well made the game is. Sure, there is flaws, there is bugs everywhere, but tell me one game that doesn't have a single bug, or a single flaw or whatever. There isn't. Um,
No, you are
yeah,
100% right, especially in modern days. Everything
yeah,
seems to come out rushed. Everything seems to come out um, buggy. Maybe not as
yeah.
tested as it used to be, especially if you're an older gamer. We used to buy a game off the shelf and that was it. Finished product.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no
yeah,
updates.
yeah. I mean, I started my gaming career with Quake 1.
Oh, damn.
I,
Flying on the
I,
ceiling
I
with
mean,
grappling hooks.
yeah, dude, I'm pushing like almost almost 30 years into the gaming community.
Yeah, nice.
I started out like 5 years old playing Quake 1. So I know what you're talking about, the good old days.
Yeah, where games came
Uh,
out solid.
yeah, even as a demo, it was good.
Yeah, 100%. Sometimes,
Jesus.
sometimes you'll be just satisfied with the demo that you got on your
Oh
your
yeah,
cereal box.
yeah. I remember. You didn't have like consoles back in the day. It was PC.
Yep.
Every gamer was a PC gamer. And I remember one game. My dad came home with a CD, and it was like packed with, I think it was like 50 games, all demos. That was it. Ne Never did these games come out in a full-on edition. People still with the demos, just as you said.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
was.
that CD was so popular. Damn, it was sick.
It was. It's and it's good to experience stuff like that as gamers. You know, the generation that's rolling into gaming now, and the new generation that's also coming into DayZ. Um, they don't understand the gaming aspects of like a 50 demo CD, and you know you would play 45 of those games because 5 were absolutely rubbish, or there were 5 you didn't like. Um,
Yeah,
but you would flog that CD until it didn't work. And these days, gaming on demand, your phone's a gaming device. You know, some of that sparkle of or the magic of gaming, I think, has faded out. Sitting on the couch with your buddy, split screening, yelling at them not to look at your side of the screen. I think some of that's
yeah.
lost.
Oh yeah, it has.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I remember the days of going to the video shop and hiring out a console and spending all my pocket money just to play a game all night long.
Yep. Getting
yeah,
a couple of weeklies because you couldn't get the $3 the $3 new release because mum and dad only got weekly videos this week, so they're not coming back to drop it back. And that was the sole elements of gaming. Blockbuster.
yeah, it
That's
was.
exactly right. I was waiting for someone to pop that up. Fucking Blockbuster. Um, so Ninja, following back to DayZ, have you seen much of the 1.27 update? Have you jumped on experimental?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't got time to.
Anything that you've seen from some of the previews that you like? The new graphics, anything like that?
No, no, I haven't. I try not to look ahead, so to speak, and look at the spoilers. So I want to
Oh,
experience the full-on experience, you know.
oh, I like that. I do like that. You,
At least I try to.
well, as much as you can keep away from social media, this joint,
Yeah,
the other 1,000 outlets that are pumping out the new stuff. But that's It's definitely a different way to look at the updates and seeing that. Ooh, I found this having the surprise moments that don't often happen in DayZ when you're a long-term player.
Yeah, yeah. And the struggle is to filter out all the things to see, since I'm on Twitch like 20 hours out of 24 a day. So, and I follow some huge streamers, a lot of partner streamers and whatnot, and it's hard not to get any spoilers. So,
Yeah, yeah, that's a mission and a half, my friend. That is a mission and a
oh yeah,
half.
sure is.
I mean,
Miss, yeah, far away, kid.
to be fair, he is kind of lucky with 1.27 update because I'm noticing not many people are playing it or streaming it this time around.
No, well, it's usually console
After the
people
brokenness.
that pump it, and we can't pump it because it's all Sakau based.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue with experimental at the moment. That Sakau based updates aren't going to get through to any of the console people because they can't see it. Even PlayStation. I mean, PlayStation Network just came back, so yeah, it's a whole different kettle of fish. Mr. Q, do you have any questions for our guest?
Yeah. So, Ninja, you say your gameplay style is more of a hunter gatherer survivalist. When you're out there hunting in the wilderness, what's your go-to rifle for your hunting, and what's your favorite animal to hunt with it?
Oh, my go-to rifle is the Blaze all day long. I absolutely love the Blaze. And I go for the buck most of the times. I tried to stay away from the bears and the wolves. No, the buck and a boar once in a while, but the buck is the most um, profitable, so to speak.
Yeah.
Then, so you'd say you prefer Livonia over Chinaris, which I disagree with. Chinaris is the OG and the best. But where do you like to go hunting? Like, where in Livonia is your favorite area to hunt around?
Oh, I run around all over the map. I never stay in one place. So if I don't have a path to run on, I run in circles all over the map. So I have no favorite.
Is it wanderer? Nomadic
I'm
wanderer.
a wanderer.
I like it.
100%. Likes to wander
But I
around,
tend to
around,
go,
around.
zigzagging towards the river, um, just sitting and fishing in a bush somewhere.
Let's say fishing in the bush, hunting Bambies with his blaze.
Yeah,
That's it. As we
That's my
like to
jam.
do. That's what we like to do. All right. Well, that's our questions done for Mr. Ninja. We're going to move on to our topic for today, which is the DayZ Console Outage.
Oof.
As you know, of last week, there was no Peasant podcast. We couldn't get on the servers, couldn't do anything. So there was a situation that happened, suspectedly or allegedly. Russian hackers had taken on the BI network authentication server and tried to attack Armory Forger. Obviously, BI's most exciting game at the moment. It's cross PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and blown out of the water. If you want to see Armory Forger stuff happening, very silent Bob. He's a console streamer. He's been in the DayZ community, but he is absolutely pumping Armory Forger. But allegedly, from what we've been told, well, from what we had seen in the media, BI had a threat from hackers to say, "Hey, give us some Bitcoin and we'll leave you alone. Otherwise, it's going to destroy your network." And then that's what unfolded. 6 days of network BIOS outages, especially for DayZ. Complete community server shut down. I believe the PSN network went down as well over the weekend. So this is an outside source targeting gaming companies to try and extort cash from what was allegedly said. Yeah, I will hand it over to Mr. Q. Mr. Q's got a few things he wants to say first. To take the lead on this one. Fire away, Mr. Q.
Indeed. I mean, it was a bit of a hectic issue, considering how big it did affect console. And might I add, affected more so console than PC. Because I know quite a few people that play PC that didn't even notice there was an issue. So as usual, we bear the brunt of the issues for it. I think my biggest bugbear with it was the lack of communication from the devs. I think right at the beginning, there was maybe 2 posts that said they know there's an issue going on and they're working with it. We'll keep you updated. Well, I kept checking and checking and checking every single day. Not one update to let us know what was going on. It just, I don't know, it just seems as usual, we just get left in the dirt to try and figure it out ourselves.
No, 100%. I 100% agree. So both Nitrado and BI stood on the same grounds. I was emailing Nitrado, I think it was Thursday or Friday. Very helpful. I think I got 7 or 8 emails backwards and forwards over a 24-hour period, talking to one particular consultant. The bounce back between who's actually at fault. There has been no, "Hi, we fucked up, it's our poor security. Hi, we fucked up, it's our bad" on this. Nitrado and DayZ are under the same statement. So on the 2nd of February, DayZ posted, "Survivors, we're aware of the current situation concerning service and our team are looking into it. Thanks for the forwards. We will update you in this thread with further development." There is a couple of updates for it. So it then goes through on the thread. So the team are fully focused on solving the issue. We will update you as soon as we can. The issue has been taken care of and the servers are slowly coming back. This was 6 days later, and then DayZ, unfortunately, some of the servers are still being affected by technical difficulties. Team are working on it. They don't delve into what was actually the problem, what the issue was, what actually happened. Whether they should or not, I think it'll be a bit more clarification for the community. I do think that a daily post to say, "Hey, yeah, we're still looking on it, we're still working on it, X, Y, and Z," would definitely have helped the community, because console world was like struggling. The console community owners was just watching all their hard work fade away, with servers, some up, some down. But yeah, that's the story that I have put together so far, and the statements I have.
As I said earlier, I don't like bagging on Marks, but we have a thing called a community manager, and I didn't once hear nothing from him. Now, I know that he may have been silenced and not allowed to talk about things, but how hard would it have been for him just to put up a post on his YouTube or on X every day to say, "Look, we care about you guys, we're working on it," you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
A 24-hour we'll touch up to say, hey guys, yep, we're still in contact with you. We know there's a situation. And I think that's all. That would have settled quite a lot of the issues when it came to not understanding what was going on. A lot of community owners have communities to have it to report to tell them, hey, this is what's happening with the server. You know, your last 50 hours that you put in on my server isn't going to go to waste. You know, we care about it, but they had no idea.
I mean, how many servers has this affected? Now, how many servers have just lost their pop? You know, and we know how hard it is for community servers to build up that pop and keep regular player retention. Stuff like this can absolutely destroy a server.
Massively.
Because people, they'll turn around and they'll go, right, my server's down. Oh, here's another server that's up. I'll play that for the next 5 days. Oh, I really like this. Oh, I'll just stay here. You know, and that unfortunately would have happened a lot.
100%. I know when it came to Smiley server, Smiley was one of the only death matches up, M4 PvP, and it was frothing for, you know, that whole period. It was just frothy with pop onto it and queues.
I couldn't even get in. Yeah, I couldn't even get in. I was sitting there in a queue for like 10, 15 minutes. I was like, oh, stuff this. God damn it.
100%. So, you know, in some light, servers that didn't get so much popularity would have got a little bit of extra pop on there. If we can find some good in the bad, that would probably be that. It wasn't any of my servers, which sucks.
Yours were down.
That's exactly right. Why can't mine be the only one up? Why can't my server be the only one out of the whole community up, just sitting there, maximum pop? Gotta bite you.
With a queue of
With a queue of 1,000, and I could take a photo of it and be proud and hang it on my wall. So what's been given back to the owners? So there is a large report of Nitrado coming to the party and giving owners 5 days worth of credit on their servers. Who that is actioned by or who authorised that, I haven't been able to find. We may find out later on. I have asked the devs directly a few questions, and they're going to get back to me. So, you know, it's not the full coverage, but you know, 5 days wasn't too bad, and whether it was just coincident, but for me, in my world of Nitrado, I emailed them and said, hey, I've had 2 servers out for 5 days. Am I going to be credited? In 12 hours, my servers were credited. Now, not saying that was their punctuality, because then I heard that everyone else got credited. But I think it was just more of a coincidence that I sent the email and they already had that in the wing. But 100%, better than nothing, 5 days of credit. It is a reimbursement of time lost from what they could see. Obviously, they've got to look for people milking it and trying to take advantage of it. But I thought that was quite a good gesture from whoever it was. And I can't, as I said, I can't confirm whether it's Bohemian Interactive paying for the 5 days or them or Nitrado stepping in and paying for the 5 days. I'm still trying to get that information down.
I would like to think that BI stepped in and paid for it, because as I understand, this wasn't Nitrado's fault. This wasn't an issue with Nitrado. And if Nitrado were the ones that had to reimburse it, I feel sorry for them. As much as we bag on them, I think they've actually done well in this whole situation.
Yes, I 100% agree, and especially the communications that I had, and I won't mention the name or anything like that of the person who I bounced backwards and forwards, just in case I don't want to get anybody in trouble if they were giving me information they couldn't. But they were very helpful. They were talking about technical difficulties. It had to do nothing to do with them. It had to do with BI. They reassured, that they were trying to reassure me of what they could actually put down. And of course, sympathise with the frustration and stuff like that. So, in my book this time, Nitrato, they probably did as much as they possibly could from what I can see. I can't see what actually happened in the background. They could be the slave drivers of BI and say, "No, BI, you will take the blame." We've already copped enough.
Well, now to dive further into this,
Yeah.
what are BI going to do to stop this from happening again? Because it's my belief that it's an IP issue, because they display all the IPs of every server. So it's very fucking easy to DDoS. What are they doing to hide those IPs from now on? Or is it just going to be the same? Keep it bid, we've blocked them out, but is someone else going to come in a couple of months' time and do this again?
Well, in the discussion in my Discord, there was actually a few owners that had talked about their servers being DDoSed directly due to that IP being available. And these hackers these days are super fucking intelligent when it comes to, the technical side and how to hack through, and they're running AI now to be able to generate code and on the spot. So, yeah. Do you think their security is enough? Do you think they're going to have to beef it right up?
Well, yeah, they're going to have to. Well, you shouldn't be able to really easily be able to find the server's IP address that easy. It's displayed on every reset.
Yeah. But then
they should be able to block them out quite easily, actually.
Well, yeah.
At least kick them out easy.
Or DDoS protection. I do know that when it comes to the PC world, that because they have independent servers, a lot of people have to connect via IP address. You can't just log into the community tab and find it. You actually have to punch in the IP address to be actually direct connect, because they're not involved in the servers. So PC are always going to have that issue when it comes to IP addresses. But yeah, the authentication server definitely needs a little bit of touch up, bit of security. My question with this debacle is, how do you think it's affected the public opinion and streamers' opinion? Has the game been turned down? Is there less people playing? I did watch 3 or 4 streamers move to PC from console.
Yeah.
In the last week.
Oh yeah. I think many people have moved from the console world to PC, and I think a bunch of DayZ streamers has moved to another game. Me myself have thought about it, dropping DayZ altogether and just focusing 100% on Fortnite. But I love this game. I love the community. I love all of you people. I love everything about the game. So it's very difficult for me to just drop it,
Yeah,
and,
we speak quite often on the podcast how the community has a massive effect on keeping people here in the game. Massive effect.
Yep.
Mr. Brandon says, I love how they say they have the best DDoS protection, but any script kiddie can hit any server offline. Yeah, I like the script kitty. That's gorgeous.
Script kitty.
Yeah, it's cool. The Dark Gnome says, so much
That's
drama for a
amazing.
game. This was up there with the folks trying to ban Mortal Kombat. No, you're 100% right. We've also had it in Australia. Australia kicked up a stink. That's why there's no weed seeds in DayZ. That's Australians' fault. They didn't like the weed in DayZ and try to get it through that way. Try and get it banned because obviously it's toxic, and there's 30,000 other reasons of why you shouldn't play it, why kids shouldn't play it. But they could only hold us on the drug paraphernalia thing, and it got overturned. So you know what I mean. But
we could play GTA 5 and go and make coke and sell coke.
That's it. And you know what I mean. And we're DayZers. We'll just improvise. We'll give us we just lost the server. It restarted. It's all right. Lucky we're in party.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even you go in a Bastion PV, a Bastion RP, and you walk around now with powdered milk, saying it's Coke. So DayZers will improvise no matter what. That's not a big thing. It's I find the game gets a lot of stipulation, a lot of BS when it comes to, it getting picked on. But yeah, I do feel this outage hurt a lot of people that were on the brink, or I would say more of the fact of tossing up whether it was time to get a PC, and they moved. There's a couple that are dedicated console streamers who I watched do PC streams. Did their first PC streams for the first time, and that's kind of sad that they can't fulfill what they originally start off with, and then they have to go in a different direction. I'm just trying to see if my server's going to come back up. BIOS error.
Yeah.
I'm traumatized from it.
There it is.
Yeah, it's back up. And that's the problem. Now you get uncertainness for the next couple of weeks. Like, oh shit, is it going to happen again?
Yeah.
That's the scary part about it. You know what's the most scariest part about it? Is I had to fucking download Fortnite and play fucking Fortnite F Noah for a few hours. My God.
How was that? Traumatizing.
I hate it. Although I got 2 wins, but I still hate it. The game's horrible.
Yep. Don't move. If it's bouncing, jump. Yeah, if it's bouncing, jump. But so what happens from here?
There we go.
That's the way. You like my comfy couches? They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Concrete, few pads, and a carpet. It's a peasant's dream.
Yeah.
Um,
like my therapist.
Yeah, that's it. This is DayZ Therapy 101. Or we like to call it the church. Vent your shit. Vent your weekly shit here on the Peasant Podcast.
Where did a bad man touch you?
That's it. Everywhere. Traumatized me. Made me miss an episode of the podcast. It's only 2 in 3 seasons. Devastated.
Yeah.
Episode 13 and episode 2. So what happens from here? I'm assuming there'll be probably some investigations, and of course, if they can track them down, legal action. Whether community servers will get a second dose of credit is a different story.
Is it all community server owners are getting it, or is it only the ones putting in tickets?
I got no idea. I'll have to ask. Well, Gaz said that he got an email too, and I don't think Gazzy put in a ticket.
That'd actually show a lot of good faith if they just cross the board. Look, here's 5 days. Sorry for the fuck up. That's actually a really, really impressive move by them if that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But I'll find out off Gaz. I'll send him a DM. They're probably in bed because it's late over there. But yeah, that's a very interesting point you make there. Whether it was, no, it just came through. It was in my junk folder saying they're giving me 5 days. Well, there you go. So it was broadcasted right across. So a little hats off to, as I said, we're not sure who gave it. But that's as much as we curse them, we also have to praise them for the good things they do.
Yeah. And unfortunately, this whole situation of how it happened is a shame because they weren't even supposed to be targeting DayZ. All they were targeting was armor, and we just got caught up in it.
Yeah. I'm assuming same authentication server that BI uses for console. Because BI controls if you can use the game, Nitrado hosts the game servers. So that was also an interesting thing about researching and sort of diving in on how it works. It gave me a lot more understanding on who controls what. And there's so many hands in the pie just to make 3 of us sit here and on a server and just chilling and talking about how what's going on in the network and what's going on in the console world. But yeah. That is quite good that they dropped 5 days for everyone. No ticket required. Rebuilding of the community and the network. That's going to be a major thing. You're going to see evolution of people jumping between PC and console streams to try and find their feet because they've obviously touched base in both. And you know what they say, once you go to PC, it's very hard to come back. It's a whole different world in the PC world. This is like the OG standard, whereas PC, they go far beyond any imagination that DayZ could take. Sometimes to the point that it's not even DayZ anymore. But yeah. Anyone want to add anything onto that? Does the chat want to add anything onto that? More than welcome. Open mic, fire away. Yeah, Dark Gnome, console for life. That's what I think. I'm a big fan of console for life.
Yep. Started playing games on the console. I'll finish playing games on the console.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. I started back in Commodore 64 days playing tape decks, then went through the console era of Sega and Nintendo, and once I had kids, I then went to PC. I did IT for probably 4 years. Had a Pentium 2 with Windows 98 on it, rocking the best of the best, playing Neverwinter Nights on online. And then I had kids, and having babies and PCs make things hard. So me and the wife decided we're going to buy a console and bought an Xbox because it's cords detached. And if you've ever had consoles and tripped on your cord as a kid and dragged everything down with it, including the console, that is the only reason why we went between PlayStation and Xbox. So was that the Xbox original had cords that would leave the original part in there and disconnect halfway through. So I didn't get a fucking 20-kilo console come raining down on my kid's head.
You know what? I've still got in my cupboard somewhere my original Xbox that's chipped. It's got like 70 games on it. It's bloody insane.
Oh, I never got the chip version. I wanted a chip version. I had chip PlayStation, but I didn't have a chip version of the Xbox.
I think my PlayStation is shipped, actually. I don't know. I bought it used, so...
Yeah, that's the way to go.
My granddad used to put the chips into PlayStation 1s for people, and then he'd go to the video store, hire games, and then burn games. So play burn games constantly. It was awesome.
Sick. Aston says that will teach him. Nah, kid. No, it does. It taught me. That's why we put the fucking. That's why we bought the Xbox. Was the one who got brain damage from the consoles flying at my head. Brutal. Nothing better than sharing your hobby with your kids. 100%. Just got to. Both my kids are very game orientated. My youngest got really game orientated to the point that he probably spent more time gaming than he should have doing his schoolwork and stuff. And it was only that he was an adult now that he's 20 that he's realising, I probably gamed a little bit too much and snuck gaming in. But that's kids for you. Same with...
Tell you what, mine's the same. He just finished working with me the last couple of weeks at work. He's been doing like 3-4 days. So his first thing he's done, taking him out at 5:30 this afternoon to go buy an upgraded PC for himself.
Yeah. Get those rewards in. That's the way to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Guys, I used to chip those hard mods and soft mods. Same with the original PlayStation. Oh, Mr. Gaz, I think is Mr. Gaz is on the dark side of gaming. Still have the OG Nintendo. Fuck, you got a SNES. That'd be hectic. Promoting something. I don't know what. I can't see the rest of that. It just says promoting ... on my screen. Might be child abuse because we're talking about dropping consoles on kids' heads. Did you all play games? Did you all play games on any consoles with your parents? Nah.
Yes.
My mum and dad probably. The only games that I can remember my mum playing was I think it was called Submarine on Atari 2600 and Columns. Columns was one of it on Sega, and that's as I'm 44, so yeah. The old man used to play online poker and solitaire.
That's it. I played a lot for my dad when I was, especially teenage years. We used to play a lot of Medal of Honor.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
Yeah, Medal of Honor. What about you, Ninja? Did you they want to know from you if you delved into the world of gaming through your parents?
I jumped between PC and the Amiga 500.
Oh, damn. Yep.
Yeah. Me and my dad used to play Quake on PC and what's it called? I think it's Heli Attack 1 on Amiga. That we used to play, and we went on to Commandos PC.
Oh, Commandos. Is that the two little fellas that shoot everything, and you upgrade all? No.
It's a strategy game where you look from above, so to speak, where you have to complete a mission without getting noticed, without setting any alarms. And sometimes you have to kill a few enemies. Sometimes you don't kill enemies. That was fun. He started playing the games, but he understood quite quickly that I'm just better than him. So he asked me for help. So my dad was, I think he was in my age, like in his 30s, I think. And he came running to me like I was 6-7 years old. Can you help me with my game? That was awesome.
See, that's cool. That's cool. It's funny how cluey kids are. I mean, I used to program my parents' VCR, and we recently had a power out, and our oven went out, and me and the wife couldn't figure out how the clock works on the oven, and of course the youngest has moved out, so the other day he had to come around to pick up some of the things. So while I was here, he set the clock on the oven. Yeah, that was a poor moment for me. That made me realise that I'm out of date.
We're getting old, peasant.
Getting fucking old, that's right. Bruce says I still have my first Super Nintendo, the SNES. Gaz, Rena says I do as well. Gaz says my uncle was a huge PC nerd and got into PC gaming, and his wife was a console geek, and she made me get into consoles and horror movies. It's amazing how much the influence of, you know, our parents and our uncles and, you know, older people in our world affect us, especially when gaming and things like that, how we get into. Reno says he's no longer playing anymore because he got his son to run around the PvE server yesterday. The joy on his face when chopping down a tree. Yep, that's the last time you're playing your game. Solo, anyway.
Yep.
That's it, caught the bug, pretty much. That's the way it rolls. And that's gaming for you. That's the best part about life, I suppose. Spending time with your kidlums, spending time with your fam, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Spending time with your fam.
My daughter actually wants to be a streamer when she grows up. So we do some collabs on Fortnite here and there. So getting her to get a feel of how it is to be a streamer.
Yeah,
Quite nice.
And it is. It's funny, and to try and teach kids, you know, this is how you're supposed to run through. I'll never forget my youngest, who he was keen in the streaming. He was super keen. So I got his phone out and I said, all right, well, let's do a mock YouTube stream. So I set his video, I hit record, I put it in front of him, and I said, go on, you know, just, you know, talk about the game, blah, blah, blah. And he started off, yep, hello everybody, you know, this is the game, blah, 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 blah. And then I walk in about 5 minutes time, and he's just, when he concentrates, he stands up to game, and he's just standing in front of his thing, just gaming. And he'd forgotten all about he'd concentrated on the game, forgot all about he was recording. So when we look back on it, it's like 2 minutes, and you can almost see the concentration enter his face, and him completely forget he was recording himself and just go into full game mode. And he's still got that video somewhere, and it's funny to kick back and actually watch and say, hey, remember this, you little shit?
That's awesome.
It is, it's good. Reno says the Dark Gnome, dude, it was great. He knows how to get into inventory, get items out and use them, eat, drink, shoot, trash, aim though. Trash aim, cause your kid trash aim. That's the expected level we demand on DayZ. You haven't got good enough aim, kid? Trash aim. Get good.
Yeah. Sucks to suck.
That's it. Sucks to suck. Oh, I love it. All right. That's our little rant and a little lighter moment from our rant. Co-host takeover. Do we have any business, Mr. Q?
No, I got no business. You know why?
Why?
Fucking servers were down for 6 days.
Yes, it was a hectic week, and it's going to be another couple of weeks of learning to trust the game again. Yeah, and not have every 2 seconds when it restarts, is it going to come back on? And it sucks when you're streaming it, because if you're trying to hold an audience and the server goes out, you're then stuck with a conundrum of, do I quit my stream now, or do I try and hold on, or best to just quit.
And the horror, like every server restart, does it come back up?
Yep. And not only for the streamer, but for the owner. The player
Oh,
can,
yeah.
can find a different home, but the owner and the streamer basically share the same fear. You know, the owner wants his server up and running, and the streamer wants that server up and running so they continue the story. That's it. He doesn't get often. He doesn't get angry often, but I knew this one he'd be foaming.
Oh, it actually made me really furious. It's lucky in the last couple of days I've calmed down a lot than what I was, because my God, I don't know if we'd be able to put the stream up on YouTube. It'd be too much swearing.
Fire away! I do it anyway. I've had a few emails from YouTube saying my content is a bit rough, and I said, "Well, copyright it or strike me," and they haven't yet. So I say, fire away until we push the point. That's how we'd like it here in the podcast. Well, everyone to have their voice. This is the only place you can come and have a rant. You can get on the chat. You can have a rant. I'm happy enough to produce it and get it on stream. We are the voice for the console community, and that's how we like to keep it. You don't get to show your face here, and you live under your alias, so you're protected, and that's just how it works. But if that's the end of our conversation, we will go and pit these two boys together in hand-to-hand combat.
Yep.
So
I am gonna do a redeem real quick.
Yep.
You've seen my streams.
Yep.
You know the error I made with the squats.
Yep. So
So now
he's going to go
I'm
exercise.
Gonna do 40 squats.
You got to do 40 squats.
40 squats.
All right, we'll stay here and listen to it. 40
And
squats.
now I have a webcam, so people see me sweat.
That's
as
it.
well.
If you want to see him pumping away at his squats, there it is right there. Melee champ in chat, Reno flexing. That's it. Q's doing some squats with you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to listen. 4,
No, that's fine. That's fine.
6.
When you are becoming a streamer or thinking about a streamer, Twitch punishments are very,
12,
very
13, 14,
efficient for helping your community grow. They can also help you get you exercising.
18, 19.
They can also
20,
make your
halfway.
world a pain in the ass as well. So just be careful on what you put down as your punishments.
26, 27,
40 squats.
28,
It's too early for exercise for me.
30, 31, 32,
Fine, listen to it, my
33.
God.
34, 35, 36,
Push it.
37,
Last 3.
38, 39, 40. There we go.
All right.
Fucking hell.
Now he's all pumped up. What I need you to do is to launch yourself off stage and restart. We'll meet you in the lobby.
You're running Moses. Damn, that's a long fall.
Yeah, it's my only.
yeah.
Let's just say you get a good view of the only up. Oh, survived it. Here they come. Here they come.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so many.
Right.
So now you're looking for the sword and the mace, and you just go up to the top of the tank and log out underneath the blue light.
Okay, sword and a mace.
Yeah, it's right at the end, on the side that the only up
Jesus.
course is on. Fuck, this must be a playing havoc for your fucking console. This is like highly modded to the maximum.
Jesus Christ, I'm still.
He's knackered.
Oh well. And just log off and log back in.
Yep, under the stars. And then when you get in, you'll probably bounce. So just press jump until it all comes.
Yep.
This is modern technology for DayZ Console. So each one of these lead to a different game: handguns, shotguns, M4, snipers, crossbows, car racing. And all you do is you come into here and just log out. Boop, and then log back in. And we transport you to a new destination.
All right, so you want to come down one of these, hop your way down there, and then you find all your armor and weapons.
Yep, just be careful as you go down. Make sure you don't miss it. You'll see the little loot niche. I'm going down for a closer look.
Yep. Ooh, fucking hell.
So make sure you weapon, plate, and then whatever clothing you prefer. I need my customary pitchfork for poking Q.
Oh, so you can wear chainmail coif.
Yeah, go chainmail. Yeah, I think I don't know if you can put both on. Mr. Reno, a player escaped from hunger, killed a bear with a derringer, then was immediately attacked by wolves. Get out of the loot zone. Because they own it. So once you come in, just watch your step as you step down. So come all the way to the bottom, jump the little railing, and then you'll see...
How many weapons can I take?
You take as many as you want. It's fight to the death. Load yourself up. There's no holds bar here. Q's doing his customary drug injection. Yeah, I'll watch it. Don't worry.
No cheating. No cheating.
Oh, you can juice up too, morphine and eppies. Good. You should have them in the back pocket.
Oh.
So once you select your weapon and your stuff, you just follow it all the way down. And then you jump the little bar, and then you'll see us in the middle. Just be careful of your step. There's a little step system you can get down.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so come over more to your right. You'll see this area here. You'll see me on the second stage.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, you're good. Sorting out he's getting serious on you, Q. He's getting serious on you. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, jump off the shorter drop. Yep, and then just down into here. Yep. All right, pick a side, gentlemen. Pick a side. If you want to inject anything, inject away now. Morphines and eppies, they help with slaughtering each other. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of our show. And at the end of the show, we like to pit our co-hosts against our guests to see who is the most dominant. We have Q on the left-hand side, 4 wins, 1 lost. Lost to Reno, GD Reno. On our left, we have a newcomer, Mr. Ninja. So, gentlemen, on my go, whatever weapon you want is the weapon you want to use. It is a fight to the death. No holds barred. Are you both ready?
It's gay.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. Q in the black, Ninja in the silver. Oh, he's coming hard with the mace.
Yeah, sense that.
Hey, Spaz, how you doing? We'll talk about your server, bro. Oh. Oh, swing and a miss. Oh, that got him bleeding too. That hurt him. He made Q drop his mace. Let him stand and bleed out. Be victorious, but he'll be dishonored. Oh. Oh.
Oh, you're going down, man.
Oh, there it is. There it is. He's made the call. Oh, I think he is. Oh, Big Rock. Oh, fires are back. Oh, and again. And again. Oh, they're into each other nastily.
How are you not dead, man?
Sword out.
He's all drugged up. That's why. Oh, the chop. Is that an official death?
Well done.
Ah, Ninja. Gonna cut him up and eat him while we're here. What a legend. Comes in
Down
and
you go, man.
dominates with the sword. Handy man with the sword. That's it, the winner. Mr. NinjaNec, ladies and gentlemen, get out there and give him some love on his Twitch. Building those golds up. Give him a sub. He's trying to cover his bills. You can eat him all you want. It was a good fight. It definitely was a good fight. If you want to come in and punch on, as I said, TPG minigames, we're in the melee section. We'll probably be here for another 10 minutes while I battle Mr. Ninja, because I'm going in with pitchforks after this in the peasant wear. Apart from that, we hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. A big shout out to Mr. Ninja for coming onto the show and sharing. We appreciate you, bud. All the best with your goals